I continue to choose my 17-year-old camera over a Sony A4 because of two simple reasons. Its CMOS sensor, its 12 megapixels, creates such a simple shooting experience before and in post. You can't choose anything else. By the end of this video, I'm going to have another reminder on why you should be picking up a D700 if you love photography. Today, I'll be showing you pictures from my photo project Show and Tell. This time, it's starring Angel, a fashion designer from New York with a small but powerful studio that he creates in. Learning from my last video, I decided to pack much lighter, only bringing my D700 with its two lenses, my tripod, my light stand, and my light box, so that my shooting experience couldn't be so much in my head. I could prove myself through compositions and experience at this point. So with a lot of my first photos, I like to establish the setting. I wanted to make sure that it was wide enough that you could see Angel, that you could see the items that connect to him and how this space relates to him. So I asked Angel to sit down in the seat and let me get a few of those headshots and semi-wide shots taken. After the mid shot, I decided to get a little closer. I knew that I wanted an action shot of Angel drawing or doing something that will highlight his sewing table. So I decided to try to have him draw while standing behind some shelving. I felt as though this was a bit disconnected, it wasn't as focused, and it wasn't very great. So I decided to move the composition hovering above him, allowing me to see his drawing while also having a few things break the foreground. Having those be those two lights, breaking the foreground, having him in the middle ground, and since it's so close, there really was no background. But between the colors, the breakdown of the photo, the composition and arm movement, I think that I got a really strong photo that pairs well with the rest of the set. At this point, you might know that I really love a diptych opportunity. And these two photos, even in camera, I saw their opportunity to be paired together, and I really enjoyed it. The first picture on the left, I believe, shows Angel's comfortability, his confidence when it comes to being in this area, being in this section around all of his things. And the layering of his mannequins, his pose, and the background all creates a good synergy overall. Paired with the photo on the right, it has another aspect of great layering, with Angel in the foreground, the mannequin in the middle, the action point being even more center, and then the fall off of the background create a stacked image that I really enjoy. And then we switch to the 28mm, deciding to get some form of a reverse shot with Angel stitching rather than cutting away, which I think once again tells that story and shows a workflow overall. At this point, we took a bunch of photos. So we decided to take a breather from having Angel as the main subject. And I, of course, highlighted his personal items because I feel as though there is a connection overall with them and him, and they show his personality without him even being in the photo. And once again, the colors from the D700, when it comes to the shot with the candle, the stand, and everything on it, the oranges, the blues, the reddish purple, all come out beautifully. And nothing feels unnatural, nothing feels as though it's shining more than another, and it's just a beautiful shot overall. Next to and speaking to now the tomato and the china bowl and everything else, it constantly shows that it knows how to make things work together. It doesn't have a green cast like other cameras. It doesn't have a blue cast like other cameras. And it's just really great. And after our short break, we continued taking pictures of Angel and his mannequin. But then we also moved to the hallway. And I'd say that these might be my least favorite photos from the shoot. Not Angel's fault, it was my fault. I broke down the strobe light too early, got a little bit fatigued, and went out there and let the lighting of the hallway take over. If I was to bring the strobe light out there, I believe put it to my left, So they will show the somewhat natural light coming from the window bouncing off of him. I think that it would have drained out that yellow or not very defined lighting that was there overall. So I'd say that was my one opportunity. And then saying having apartment lighting or apartment sized equipment, because it was very difficult with this gigantic umbrella, but we made it work. So it's kind of a balance there. But overall, during this shoot, I felt far more confident with my ability, with my camera, and I think that me and the D700 are creating a great bond here, where it might just be my #1 camera that I always pick up and go to. If you were thinking about buying this camera, I think it is a great decision to make. Just make sure that you find a focal length that you like, and you should be all good. Hopefully these photos have made you more confident, and they've also shown you that megapixels are not everything. If you don't need them, you might not want them. And honestly, I learned that from the comment section. So thank you guys very much. But that's about everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, or even just check out some other videos. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.